guys, I'm done with the Sony Explode. Now I got this Power Acoustic Mofo 15, pretty big, and I'm going to completely frankenwoofer this thing too, like I did the Sony. I found a coil and parts, soft parts, everything that I can put together and make for this thing. I just need to adapt it. I gotta take the screws out and adapt the basket farther away from the motor, so the coil that I have is too long, it won't bottom out. And also I have more, you know what I mean, more of this. And it's a big fat huge surround, so it's just gonna be total X max. No, I'm just joking. But yep, I'm gonna get this going, guys. So I already took 2 out. I'm gonna start taking the rest of them out. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble, but I'm gonna get it. I got them out, and now I'm taking the push terminals out, which they're not push terminals, these are their old screw kind. But there's a backstory about this thing, guys. So my buddy Brendan, you know, he's got a bunch of subs and baskets and that kind of stuff, and he collects and hoards like I do. And we see stuff and make deals with each other all the time. And this was no purpose for anything. I didn't even know about it, really. Well, I did, but you know how it is. And so he was cleaning his pool for the summer, and he threw this down in the pool as and used this as an anchor, and it was in the pool for like 2 days in the water. And then he took it out and threw it out in the dirt, and he let me know about it, and I'm trying to bring this thing back to life, guys. So nothing wrong with what he did. It's, you know, it's just, yeah, you can just see the rust, the corrosion. I done got most of it off, but you can just see it. So I'm gonna do my best, even inside of it on the motor. So I'm gonna take the basket off, sand the basket down, paint it, and do whatever I can to salvage this motor to get it clean as I can. So, but yep, just letting you guys know I'm taking the push terminals off now. I still got them side to do, and yep, I'll keep you posted. Alrighty, guys, so there was a little bit of fight to get this guy off, but I love how this is aluminum and it's not metal. It doesn't stick to the magnet. I think that's great. I was going to sand this down and paint it, but I'm just going to rebuff it and clean it, and clean up everything and reuse this color. I love the way it looks. Other than that, this motor, let me turn on the light, there we go. It's got a bunch of rust in it, obviously, from being in that water. So I don't know what I'm going to do to get the rust away. I'm thinking about getting some kind of acetone or just some kind of rust killer remover. That's not going to hurt this. That's probably what I'm going to be doing, but I got to work in the morning. It's late, so it's just the way it is. I'm going to pull this guy off, heat it up, and take it off too, just because I'm not a fan of this screen. And this basket has the screen on it too, around here too. I'm going to take that off too, just because I'm going to try to make this thing breathe as much as it can, because it's going to need it after I get done with it. If I can't get this guy going, okay, if I cannot for some reason make this sub work, I'm going to use this basket for another project that I already got my eyes on, if it goes south. But I'm trying not to let that happen. So, but yep. I ain't been doing too much, guys. So I've been working, recording and posting much. I've been working a lot trying to get my funds up, and it's been paying off. I got a surprise coming in the week. I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna be doing a lot more recording again and posting. I'll have off because I'll be a lot freer coming up. Won't be working my butt off as much. But just want to let you guys know that I'm gonna be posting a video up in another day or two as well. Alrighty, guys, so where we left off, I cleaned the inside of this really good, and blew it out, kept cleaning, blowing, blah blah blah, you know how it is. And now I went to the hardware store and just got some longer Allen keys, or just Allen bolts, and I'm going to use these as an extension because they're thick and they're the same. They're a little bit bigger around than this, so there's not going to be much wiggle room. And it's going to be around 23 millimeters of space from the away from the basket and motor for this Concrete Audio C4 15 drop-in to go in, and I'm gonna try to use it and see how it goes. I'm hoping it's gonna work just as good as the Sony Explode one did, because man, I've been beating the hell out of it. It's in my main vehicle right now that I drive everywhere. On a Genius Audio 5200 amp, and beating the shit out of it, dude. And it's doing great. I haven't even smelled it with the Rockville Recone parts. I was like, wow. But I'm gonna try this out. Also, thanks to shout out to Slaps Audio from Alan, the owner. He sent me a D1 or D2 or D4. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to check it. Voice coil for the Oblivion 15s that he has. I love them subs. You can't beat them. This guy just overpowered it and clipped it out and destroyed it that way. But I'm going to be doing that after this one right here, and then after I do that Slaps rebuild after this one, I'm going to be working on some Kicker L7Qs and trying to push out some content, working on these subs while I'm waiting for everything with my bass ride to get right. So this is what we got so far. This is what I'm going to be using. So these are just a little bit bigger around than these guys, and on top, obviously it's going to fit perfect in the motor, and then on top, that's perfect for this thing to go in with no room. So it's going to be solid on both sides, the top and bottom, to help with any kind of shifting or moving. And that's pretty much about it. I'm going to start trying to clean off the basket and start getting this going, guys. And I think that this is going to be great. Here we are, scuffed up and cleaned up enough for my liking. And I'm going to obviously adjust it on here and start getting things running, see what it looks like. So this is what it's doing, guys. It's going to have a really big gap. I know, I don't think that's going to be thick enough to hold all this motor weight and all this blah blah blah. But they're grade A, so we're going to find out. Stainless steel grade A. Alrighty, so this is pretty much what I'm doing right here. Let me turn on this light. A little adapter with a washer, then a lock washer. I'm going to put around all of them. I just did 2 of them. But yep, I'm going to start doing that. And if I run out of these adapters, I'm just going to start using whatever I can. That's going to be a spacer. Because these are a little bit too long. So, yep, this is what I got. This is what I'm using. Here we go, guys. I got everything on. I got a crack right here. I'm going to E6000 and pray. But this is all used junk parts that I'm trying on all this. So I had to cut the ring off because it was just too big to fit on here. I'm just going to E6000 this or CA glue and activate it. And I still got to do terminals, clean all this off. But other than that, I mean, this is what it's looking like, guys. I mean, looking pretty good. Guys, so this is what I'm doing now. I'm just throwing some CA glue down and activator. I mean, this isn't perfect. I'm just setting it down as a base to help hold it. And I still got more to go. So I got to go around and do more. See? So, but this is just helping it down as a base coat to hold that spider down. I'm going to be either 3D printing a ring that's going to be in 2 pieces that connect together like a slot and put it in here because it'll fit with this on, or I'm just going to just put a little bit more on it after this is dry and done and say the hell with it. Other than that, I mean, this thing's starting to look pretty peachy. It's going to be a monster sub. I think it will be. Here's what we're looking at so far. Super stiff. This thing's gonna be a monster. It already looks like one. DCI dust cap, bro. Let's go. So here we go, guys. I'm just waiting for some black E6000 to put on the inside and outside of this part and let her rip. I got to do the push terminals too. I'm getting ready to start doing that right now, guys. I am just so excited about this. So far, this thing is great. It is super stiff. Oh, let me turn the light on. There we go. And the way that these terminals are on this one, let me find one. Here we go. So this is the terminal. Don't mind all the glue and adhesive on my fingers. This is an old screw head, not pushed in. It's an old screw terminal. I'm gonna replace them. So I'm gonna be using actual push pins. If I got super glue on my hand, so everything's kind of smooth filling. Yep. Well, push pin. That's what I'm gonna use. I gotta clean it and strip it all, and then get it ready. So, yep, that's what I'm doing, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking the old screw terminal ones. I'm taking these pieces right here that my finger's touching off, and stripping everything off of it, and then putting it onto this one like this. And then I'm gonna get after I get the terminals on here, I'm gonna get my heat gun and unsolder all this, and then resolder new, turn it around, obviously, lift it up, and tighten it and get it all adjusted. So, positive is always on the left side of the terminal when you're doing these spiders. No matter what, the left side's always the hot. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. I'm getting ready to start it up and hook it up and see what happens. Wish me luck, everybody. I still haven't fixed this yet. I don't care. I'm just gonna test it first. Alrighty, guys, I got it hooked up. It's moving. It's doing great. I'll turn it up more. It's quiet. Oh, it's smacking I gotta fix that. It's smacking the tinsel leads. Yep. Hey guys, so this thing is doing incredible. Way better than what I thought it was gonna be. But I did put some more CA glue and activator down on the surround to stop it all from coming up. I didn't wait long enough. I didn't activate it. I just put CA glue down and let it harden. But now I'm just going to CA glue activator all the way around it, and then I'm going to put probably a coat of E6000 on it, like an L shape to hold it, because I have nothing to hold it. And on top of it, I'm going to cut these tinsel leads short and then solder them on here, because they're way too long, and when it's hitting, it's going down and smacking them. That's what that noise was that you was hearing. And also the one part of the spider pack was coming up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going, guys, and then I'm gonna get this done, and then after that, this thing's gonna be ready to go. It's gonna be 24 hours though once I do this, so I can't do anything until then. So I will see you guys then. Guys, I am done. I got some E6000 on that crack glue in on the inside and outside. Got the tinsel lead shorter, and I used a different type of CA glue and activator spray. It's like extra hard on it, so it's a little different color, almost like clear glue color. But it is what it is. It's ready to go, guys. Just 24 hours, full cure, and this beast is alive. So, but that's all, guys. I appreciate it. The next on the chopping block is going to probably be the Slaps Oblivion 15 or a Kicker 15. I don't know if it's going to be the L7Q or the L7S. So that's going to be the next things coming up. Alrighty, guys. All right, guys. I think it's doing pretty good. I think it's ready to go to my buddy Brendan. Here's a 20 hertz tone. Yeah, I think this baby's ready to go, guys. I might put this in my Nissan.